Today's task, how to build a bird box.
Afternoon and welcome to this week's lesson. We're going to be making bird boxes. So this week we'll be dropping these bits of kits out to you and hopefully you'll have everything you need to put together a little bird box at home. First things first, I'm going to run through what we're going to drop. So we're going to have the wooden bits for the box. There'll be a back, a base, two sides, a roof, a front with a little hole in, and a little piece of laminate that's going to help join the roof. You can get some screws, some long screws and some short screws, but that'll become clear. Alright, so let's start putting it together. First things first, I'm going to grab my two sides and put them spine up. This point here now, I'm going to attach my front. So I've got my front with a hole in. What I want to do is try and get it as neat as possible. So from here, making sure it's the right way and making sure it's all nice and straight down the sides. And take my longer screws, push them in. Now, if you're at home, you'll probably be using a screwdriver and try and use it with the support of a parent or carer. And all you're going to do is screw it in. Now, these holes have all been pre-drilled for you. So you should be dead easy in getting these in. Take your time though and try and keep everything as straight as possible. Now, next thing I'm going to do is get my other side in. Again, trying to get it nice and straight down the side. So we're nice and tidy. And same thing again, I'm just going to push it in. This time though, I'm going to switch over to the drill just for a bit of speed. If you have got a drill at home and you do want to use that, just make sure you've got your parents supervising you. Keeping my hands well out of the way and then tying it up. What I don't want you to do if you are using a drill is over tighten it. I'm going to quickly put all these in, making sure that they're nice and neat. Right down. I'm going to flip it over onto its back. I'm going to get the back piece, line that up. Again, checking that it's nice and straight down the sides and more importantly, really straight on the bottom. So that when we come to join the bottom piece on, it's going to sit flush on the bottom just like that. So from here, same as before, I'll put my screws in, line it up, and then off we go. There's no issue using a screwdriver, obviously it'll just take that little bit longer. Just be wary as well when you're doing the piece with the angle on, that it will rock a bit. So keep one hand at the back to keep it steady and just take your time. Nice and steady. Pull it in. Same again. Making sure we're nice and straight. That's that. Last one in the bottom corner here. Taking your time. At that point, we're onto the base. I'm going to get my base, line it up so it fits nice and flush. And I'm using my body to hold this in place now so I can screw in. So if you had your screwdriver on, and screw in together. Pushing the box against my leg so that it stops it from sliding about. So I'll just do this one with a screwdriver and then I'll flick back over to the drill just for speed. So that's that one in. Making sure we're all nice and tidy. What you can do as well, if you've got some at home, where the gaps are, where the joins are, just put some PVA glue on, just so that when it glows and it glues together nice and snug. Again, taking your time. And then the final one, top corner. Your kits, like I say, will come pre-drilled and you'll have everything you need to complete it other than a screwdriver. Alright, so from here, we're going to put the roof on. Now the roof, we want to be hinged, which is what that lino is going to come in play for. First things first, I'm going to turn my box over. And I'm going to screw in the lino using the shorter screws. So using shorter screws this time because I don't want to go right through the wood. I'm going to put the lino on. Taking my time because all I want to do is pinch the lino rather than go straight through it. And if I drill too hard or you use your screwdriver and go too hard, you run the risk of going all the way through. So if you had your screwdriver, you're just going to screw it in to the back. And literally, all we're doing is getting it tight enough to just pinch the lino on. If we go too tight, it will just cut straight through. And then that piece of lino is no good to us. Back on the drill. And then finally, I'm going to spin it round so it's on me. Line it up. I'm making sure that there's a little lip over the bottom. And then that's where I'm going to drill in. So I'm going to hold that in place with my left hand. You can do it if you're right-handed. Left-handed even. And then taking my time. Again, just pinching it shut. Finally, the last one. And that's it. I've gone a bit too tight there, you can see, and it's just sort of gone a bit too deep into the vinyl, but it has held. And there we have it. A finished bird box, ready to be put up in the garden.